Hello and welcome to the Midnight Snack, all the news you can use at 3 a.m. I'm Alexander C. Watts, and this is my co-host, Melinda Butterham. Melinda.
Oh, sorry, we'll be talking about great news this very, very early morning. Things on today's show, such as I can't read that. Give me the cue cards. Give me the cue cards. I don't care if we're live. Give me the cue cards. Thank you. That wasn't so hard. Now was it? Now we start with a look at traffic out there to keep you safe.
Bridget Klein Kelly is live covering those deadly streets.
It's very quiet on the streets tonight. No traffic to speak of. Peaceful, I would call it. Wait a minute. I think I hear a car. It's a car! It's a car! There's a car on 32nd Street! Be careful out there. Don't walk in the street. Oh, this is fun. I've been doing this segment for 2 years, and this is the first time I've seen a car live on air. This is the best day of my life. Back to you, Melinda.
Bridget, your best day? What about your wedding day?
My wedding day? I hope my husband didn't see that. Sorry, Bill. Back to you.
Now it's time for our early morning coffee break. Caffeine is what is most important here.
Did you know that there's a secret-sized beverage at Starbucks? There's an extra secret large cup. It's called a Trenta. It holds a whopping 31 ounces as opposed to the 24 ounces in a Venti. The Trenta is just short of a quart, or 1 ounce less than a Big Q from Quick Trip. Now this is only for cold beverages, and most importantly, there's no holiday cup. Tragic.
Yes, tragic. While the nutrition for energy drink shots seems to be better than energy drinks, they might not be better for you, because energy drink companies are not required to disclose the amount of caffeine in their products. Caffeine is known to cause problems sleeping, twitching, vomiting, rapid heartbeats, and high blood pressure. Not advised for pregnant women.
Well, it's a good thing I'm not pregnant.
You're telling me.
Despite parents' best efforts, children are prone to swallowing small plastic toys.
Pediatricians are often asked how long it will take for things like this to pass through the child's system. Well, Michael Wave joins us now with a groundbreaking new study.
Mike, how long does it take?
In order to find an answer to this question, 6 pediatricians swallowed Lego heads. Yes, that's right. 6 grown adults swallowed a plastic children's toy on purpose.
Anything in the name of science, I guess.
To make this a proper experiment, the doctors kept what they called a poop diary, where they recorded how firm their dung was, then ranked their fecal matter on 2 scales, the stool hardness and travel scale, or the SHAT scale, and the found and retrieve time, aka the fart score. They manually searched their stools after every movement and found that by the end of the experiment, fart scores varied from between 1.14 and 3.04 days, with the average being 1.71 days for the toy to pass. Unfortunately for one of the participants, the little Lego head was never discovered in his manure. The researchers admit they do not know if he simply missed it or if it got stuck in his bowels. Although the team said it was unclear if the digestive findings would have proved equally true for toddlers, they are hoping to continue their work.
They're doing it again?
Yes, and this time they are hoping to do a blind study. That means getting volunteers to search the researchers number 2.
No, I am not volunteering for that.
What some will do in the name of science. If you are bitten by a shark, you might think you are unlucky. But for one Colorado man, this is kind of normal. Ronald Donaldson joins us now with the story.
While boogie boarding off the shores of Kauai, Hawaii, Dylan McWilliams was bitten on the leg by a 6 to 8 foot long tiger shark. Unfortunate, but that's not where the story ends. Less than a year earlier, McWilliams was attacked by a bear. After fighting off the bear, McWilliams was able to rejoin his group who successfully scared off the bear. Bitten by a shark and attacked by a bear all in 1 year. But that's not all. 3 years ago, McWilliams was bitten by a rattlesnake while hiking in Utah. He says he doesn't blame any of the animals, he was just in the wrong place at the wrong time. Apparently the odds of all 3 happening to one person is 893 quadrillion to 1.
That's a lot of zeros.
Maybe he should buy disaster insurance.
Or buy a lottery ticket. Thanks, Ronald.
Maybe he should avoid biting animals from now on.
Melinda, the animals bit him.
I want you to look me in my eyes and tell me that I look like I care. Well, one animal who's probably not going to bite him is this one. Holy cow! Standing at 6 feet 4 inches and weighing 1.4 tons, Knickers, the Holstein steer, is said to be the largest one in all of Australia. Living at a slaughterhouse field in Lake Preston, Australia, he avoids being processed because he's too large to fit. Wow, that's a big cow.
Steer, it's a boy. After the break, we'll be back with things that only make sense at this time of night. We'll be right back.
Dude, are you hungry?
I could eat.
Are you sad? Depressed? Hungry? Well, don't worry, because Big C's Pizza is open right now.
How'd you get here?
It's 100% government surplus cheese, romaine lettuce, and 5 olives on every pie. It's almost completely edible. Just don't eat the box.
Ugh. Is that good?
It's pizza.
Yup, 4 or 5 doctors agree. It's pizza.
Big C's, open from 2 p.m. to 5 a.m. Now serving sardines in every pizza. Please don't eat the box.
Who?
Big C's Pizza. It's edible, and we're open.
Welcome back to Midnight Snack. And where did you get that disgusting pizza from?
Big C's.
Oh, really? And now, things that only seem to make sense at this time of night.
We bring you Char Stuckey with a poor decision from a poor burglar.
Genevieve Nunez Figueroa took a breakup the wrong way. Instead of calming down, she broke into her ex's house, but not through the front door or window like a normal crazy ex. She decided to take it up a notch and went down the chimney Santa style. Apparently, she forgot that Santa uses magic to go down chimneys because she got stuck 8 feet from the top. After hours of sitting in the chimney, the neighbors finally heard her cries for help. Firefighters used a jackhammer and dish soap to get her out. The homeowner also saw her on his roof 2 weeks before and called the cops, but she fled. She was charged with illegally entering a residence and providing false information to a peace officer.
She's probably on the naughty list now. Thanks, Char.
From one climber to another, the human spider has struck again. Micheline Musharafa has the story.
Yes, Alexander. Lifelong climber Alain Robert's latest stunt took place in London as he illegally climbed a 662-foot Heron Tower with no safety gear. As you can see, he climbed the building in 45 minutes in the middle of a bright and sunny afternoon. Robert has climbed other famous buildings such as the Burj Khalifa in Dubai and the Empire State Building in New York City. The stunt earned the 56-year-old grandfather 20 weeks in prison, a £5,500 compensation fee, and a ban from climbing any building in the UK. Police are concerned that allowing this can potentially have a negative influence in promoting a dangerous stunt while also causing lots of damage to the building itself.
Well, I don't care what time it is. That is nuts. Our most important news you can use is for those of you who couldn't get to sleep last night. So you're watching us.
Go to sleep. I know I should. Bartholomew Hubert Abrahamson comes to us now with his own views on some of the current popular ways to help you fall asleep.
Here's what I think. A recent study says that women sleep better next to dogs than next to people. The dogs tend to make them feel more comfortable and secure. Sorry guys, if your lady can't sleep, put the dog in the bed and you go to the doghouse. The #1 Spotify song to sleep to is crooner Ed Sheeran's Thinking Out Loud. I get that. Sheeran makes me want to yawn too, among other things. Passion flower tea, walnuts, fatty fish, and tart cherry juice. These are foods that say they can help you doze off. Blah! I'm sorry, if that's my diet, I'm going to stop sleeping and eating. So if that's what it takes to go to sleep, I'll stay awake forever. I'm Bartholomew Hubert Abrahamson, and that's what I think.
Well, Bartholomew is in a fine mood this morning. I think all he needs is for us to not do this at 3 o'clock in the morning.
We close this morning with one animal who could definitely wake you up. A Russian deep-sea fisherman pulled this up out of the sea yesterday. It's a marine bristle worm. This smiling worm has retractable pharynx and jaws to reach out and grab food. Apparently this fisherman pulls up lots of unusual creatures out of the deep end. No, that's not the sound it makes. That concludes our efforts to keep awake this morning. Melinda has already failed. I'm Alexander C. Watt. The C stands for pizza.
And I'm Melinda Butterham. And now I need my coffee. Good night or morning or whatever it is.
Oh, yeah.